Happy Sunday evening, guys. We're going to switch things up a little bit. So we are going to do our confident glow up visually today. She wants to switch it up a little bit. So you are listening to the confident glow up, where we turn self-doubt into self-trust and confidence into a way of life. And together, we're gonna work through real growth, real life, and real transformations. I am Coach Chrissy Sam, and let's go ahead and get started for tonight on this special Sunday evening edition. So we are still, this book has been a game changer, guys. So we are still in this book, and we are gonna go through to the very end and do all of the work. I will say that this has been very beneficial for me, and for those that have been tuning in for some time and going through the chapters with me, I hope the work has been beneficial for you as well. So we are in the book Life Coaching for Successful Women by Valorie Burton. We are on to chapter 22 today. So we're going to start a new chapter today. So today we will read the chapter and reflect on the Coach Yourself questions throughout the course of the week. So today's chapter is titled, "What do successful women do differently?" And there's a scripture, "May he equip you with all you need for doing his will." Hebrews 13:21. We have our point to ponder. Stop pursuing success at the cost of your happiness. That's good. Research shows that it's actually happiness that brings success. I think this is going to be a good one, guys. Okay, so have you ever noticed how two people with similar backgrounds and talents can have vastly different lives? One excels while the other seems to just be doing all right. Or maybe you have been one of those women and wondered what the difference was between average results and spectacular ones. On the surface, it doesn't seem to make much sense. But if you dig a little deeper and listen for the differences in how they speak and think, you'll find the clues that make all the difference. I am intrigued by the nuances in what successful women do differently. And I've spent quite a few years combing through research and interviewing women. There are many differences, but here are the big three. 1, they explain their successes and failures in a distinct and empowering way. They attribute their success to personal traits and see them as repeatable. They attribute failure to changeable factors and see them as isolated incidents. This allows them to turn today's failures into lessons that create future successes, while average women will often see failure as a personal flaw. Psychologists call it explanatory style. And you can pick up on it just by listening to how someone explains a success or a failure. An optimistic explanatory style can predict success and trends to explain successes by attributing them to their own efforts, believing these will spill over into similar successes in other areas and that success will keep flowing. A pessimistic explanatory style tends to explain successes in the opposite way, attributing them to luck and outside circumstances and seeing success as an isolated incident that may be hard to pull off again. Interestingly, those same pessimists explain failure the way optimist women explain success, believing it is entirely a result of their own personal failing traits, that it will spill over into other areas and that it will keep happening. Number 2, they don't underestimate themselves. Research shows women are far more likely to underestimate themselves and their worth. As a result, we are less likely to believe we are ready for opportunities that we are actually qualified for, more likely to take the first salary offer without negotiating for more, and less likely to speak up with our great ideas and opinions. The most successful women recognize that they have far more potential than even they know. So they are willing to risk failure and imperfection in order to go for it. So they are willing Nope. Success is more likely when you adopt what researchers call a growth mindset, in which your current success is just a starting point. A fixed mindset believes that things such as your talent and intelligence are set. A growth mindset believes that your current talent and intelligence can expand with effort and intentional learning. You don't have to be afraid of that opportunity because you don't have the skills right now. You can learn and grow into the potential the opportunity offers. Number 3, they consider happiness a success strategy. The most successful women do not fall into the trap of pursuing success because they believe it will make them happy. Instead, they recognize that it is actually happiness that causes success. They pursue what brings them joy, knowing the rewards will follow. Research actually shows that happier people are more likely to get promotions and raises, take action towards their goals, have stronger relationships, fight illnesses better, and even live longer. Start with happiness and success will follow. My challenge to you: stop underestimating yourself. You are capable of far more than you know. And our coach yourself question. You ready, guys? I'm gonna post this and include it in the notes so you can review it if you need to. If you're not writing it down now and you want to do the work, it'll be available to you for you to access it. What would it look like to focus on happiness more than success right now? In what ways are you underestimating yourself? In your most recent success or failure, did you explain it in a way that empowered you, or did you feel discouraged? What change could you make that would empower you to learn and grow from the experience? Okay, guys, so this is a very insightful chapter. This one, it hits home. I mean, honestly, all of them do for me because I'm like doing a lot of self-reflective work. And this one is really helpful when it comes to the growth mindset versus a fixed mindset, and how people's lives are different because of the growth mindset versus the fixed mindset. Their lives, the way they feel about themselves, the way they show up in the world, how people embrace and connect with them, is all based on your mindset. And this is something I'm talking about in the Course for Miracles, where I'm reading through that for you guys too. But it's true. It is absolutely true. So let's think about it. Do we have a fixed mindset, or do we have a growth mindset? And what does that look like in your life? How are the things that are taking place in your life impacted by the mindset that you have? I want you to really think about that. And if we have a fixed mindset, it's not the end of the world, but it is something that we can adapt and adjust, and we can change the way we think so we can do the things that we want to do. We want to be happy. We want to focus on happiness, and happiness breeds success, because you can have all of the money in the world and be miserable. Do you know how many celebrities there are out here that have like committed suicide or are strung out on drugs and alcoholics because money is not going to buy you happiness and peace? Money provides comfort, money provides convenience, but without the happiness, without you truly loving yourself and appreciating life and living in purpose, the other things that come, those I would say not shallow but worldly things like possessions, money, those things don't mean anything if you're not happy and you're not content with your life. So I want us to reflect on this chapter and answer the questions, and we will meet next week for the answer. So next week I will do the work this week, and then next week I will share my answers with you guys. So with that being said, we are gonna wrap up today's Confident Glow. And remember, guys, confidence isn't something that you wait for. It's something that you build. And that is something that we are doing together week by week through these activities and these journaling prompts. So I want you guys to keep growing keep glowing, and I will talk to you guys next time.